Hi, I'm Jenna, and I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of this My Name, My Identity Educator Toolkit. So I right now have this toolkit in present mode, and the nice thing about taking a look at this toolkit in present mode is that you have access to all of the links in which you can just click on any tab and get to any of the sections of this book. So I'm going to actually go ahead and start from the very beginning. Now, if you view it in present mode, like I said, you'll have easy access to just one click into all of the links on this toolkit. The other option for you would be to make a copy of this toolkit, and there's a button right on this front page. So I'm going to make a copy of the toolkit. It's going to ask for you to make a copy. So make sure that you're signed in to Google in order to do this. And once you do that, you're going to have your own copy for yourself that you are free to make notes in. So throughout this toolkit, you're going to find little things like sticky notes and places where you can put in your own notes. So if you have your own copy, then you're free to click into any of these boxes. You can type in some goals that you have for yourself. You can go ahead and type in your name, and then you'll just read through this toolkit. The way that this was designed was for it to be like a digital book. So for example, if you are viewing it in present mode, then you can just click from one slide to the next. You could read it as a digital book. You have access to watching all of the videos that are inside. And then all of these links should be live, and you can go ahead and click and learn more from any of the live links. So I just wanted to mention and highlight a few things in this toolkit. All of the lessons that you'll find here are going to be tied to the SEL core competencies, and you can read a little bit about it in this introduction. And then you're going to see little icons throughout this toolkit. You're going to see ones that are shapes that are going to indicate what grade level it is appropriate for. And then the other set of icons you'll see are the icons that will indicate which SEL core competencies the lessons or the videos or the activities are tied to. So pay attention to those throughout the toolkit. And then you are going to see that our toolkit, actually, I'll go back to the last page. The toolkit is divided into 4 sections. You have identities and the importance of names, our class community, there's a take action piece of it, and then you'll have resources at the very end. I'm going to skip to resources just so that you can see, and then I'm going to just show you a little bit about what can be found in the other sections. If you go to resources, I can click on this link and it should take me. Also, if I click on the tab on the right-hand side, it'll take me to the resources section. And you're going to find some background information, glossary of terms, places where you can find extra information about my name, my identity. And then you also have access to things that you could use with students, like this word wall. So this would be a benefit for you to make a copy of the toolkit for yourself, so that when you have your copy, I'm going to go back to the copy that I made for myself and scroll down. If you're using this with students, this is a good place for you to keep a list of words that you might need in order to, or that you see come up during any of the lessons that you're doing with your students. There's also a Frayer model for vocabulary in the back, where there's an example of a completed one. And then if you need to make any extra pages for yourself, all you have to do is just duplicate the slide, and then you'll have multiple pages that you can use with your students. Or you could potentially even take these And if you make a copy of selected slides, you could have just my name. I'm just going to show it, my name, my identity, vocabulary. And then you'll have just a short vocabulary workbook that you can share with your students. And just, if you keep duplicating these pages, then students can have multiple pages to work with. So that's a little bit how you can use some of those extra resources that we have in the end. Another page that we put that was meant for you to type in is a couple of reflection pages. So if you want to make notes to yourself about things that you learned from this toolkit, things that you want to try, there's that. And then you also have some sticky notes and icons that we've given you at the very back if you want to customize the toolkit for yourself. Now, back to just one of the sections. I'm not going to show you everything in this toolkit, but just some of the things that you can see. So especially for the first two sections, what you're going to see is an introduction. Then you're going to see a launch activity. This, with modifications, it could be used at any grade level. That was the intention behind it. And then you'll have some featured videos, and you'll notice that you have the icons for the different grade levels. And I mentioned that in the beginning. And then you'll have a featured book list. So we just went through and we chose about 8 books. And if you want to learn more, we do have links to a full book list that we've put together. So you can go ahead and click on that and check it out. And after that, you're going to find some featured activities and more extension activities. So this is really meant to be just an entry level into this topic of exploring names and identities and building a community within your classroom. And just check out the resources if you want to really learn more and start to dig deeper into this topic. And throughout the kit, you might find also some pages such as this one, where you'll have opportunities to give your students an authentic audience. So on this page, it says that in December 2021, there's going to be more information coming up about the student art contest that we have. And that will be an opportunity for you to collect student work and submit it to the county office so that your work and your students' work can be highlighted for others to see. So go ahead and check that out. There's also a section when you get to take action, there is a design challenge there, and then another opportunity for students to submit work. So that's just a quick run through of this toolkit. I hope that you like what we have here. We put a lot of work and effort into doing this and worked with a big team to get this all put together. And I want to wish you the best of luck with you in your classroom and your students and really getting to know who they are.